Alright, so I've been trying to record this motherfucking YouTube video for the past motherfucking hour or so, and I can't fucking do it because something keeps interrupting that shit. You see what I'm saying? But if it's not the motherfucking motorcycles, it's a truck. It's something keeps interrupting this shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting fucking fed up, but I'm gonna get to it. You see what I'm saying? Just to introduce myself, my name is Zay, and I hope that everybody having a beautiful fucking day. You see what I'm saying? That you having a beautiful week, that your week has been amazing, and that don't matter how much you're going through right now, just know that everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And no matter how hard shit gets, don't let none of that shit stop you. Don't let all these fake people bring you down. You gotta take time to yourself, separate yourself from the fake and from like the negativity. Even if you have to be lonely, just be lonely, but be the realest person to yourself. You see what I'm saying? And God's gonna bless you with the most beautiful blessings in the world that are yet to come your way. The only reason they're not in these blessings aren't coming to you yet is because you haven't made that change to get away from all this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, once you make that change, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna fucking, you gonna cry for a minute. You gonna cry, but I promise to God, God's gonna bless you with everything that you will ever need, and with the people that are gonna be there. Even if it's just one person, I promise you're gonna get blessed with the right people, and he's gonna put the right people in your life no matter what. But you gotta make that change. Stop being around the people that ain't really for you. You see what I'm saying? And obviously, I'm no one to be speaking, but if anybody ever needs someone to talk to, just know I'm right here. I've been through a lot of shit, and just know that I got you. If nobody wants to talk to you, I got you. And you never alone. You never gonna be alone. You never have been alone. You see what I'm saying? But let's get to this little motherfucking YouTube shit. You see what I'm saying? This story time gonna be about the first time I lost my virginity. You see what I'm saying? And just ignore, if you hear some loud ass cars in the back, just ignore that shit. But boom, it's like my 8th grade year. I was like 14-year-old Zay, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some. She just a little ignorant as say, you know what I mean? Back in the day, just being a badass jit, running around doing whatever, you see what I'm saying? But this how it got to it. So boom, it was just a casual day. I remember it was an afternoon, and this little female, I think she was mixed. She was white, Portuguese, Italian. Like, she was hella mixed with hella shit. I was like, God damn, how the fuck you even got that shit in your jeans? But it was from her, I think from her dad's side, and her mom was white, if I'm not mistaken. But boom, so she hit me through Instagram, and she was like, "You got a Snap?" I was like, who the fuck asked that shit? Like, obviously everybody nowadays got a Snap. What the fuck? But you know what I mean? I'm just getting, she didn't know how to approach me and what to text me. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with her? But I was like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? And I seen her little page at the time, I was like, damn, she cute. What the fuck? Like, ain't no way she fucking with me. But so boom, she sent me that. I'm like, I respond. I think I hadn't opened her message because I hadn't been on social media that whole day. I wasn't on social media. I was just outside kicking it. You know what I mean? Especially when you grow up more on being outside, you're not really worried about checking your phone. You're more about, let's play some motherfucking cops and robbers. Let's play some motherfucking, yeah, you know what I mean? You playing everything in that bitch, manhood, everything. You playing everything in that motherfucker. So boom. Soon as I get back from a long ass day playing outside, being badass jit, you see what I'm saying? I I check my shit and I send her. We get to chop it up. I send her my Snap. We get to chop it up back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? When we chop it up with a little shorty and shit, y'all, or with a dude. For females, that when y'all chopping it up with a dude, just casual shit, chopping it up, getting to know each other. So boom, that shit happened, right? And come to a weekend, we meet. The first time we met, she was around her friends. I'm like, damn, I'm not really digging this shit. Like, she being too distant, she acting all, yeah, like, I'm not fucking with it. But I was like, I know that's not who you truly is. I've always been the type of person to feel people's aura and energy, and I know who they truly is. Even if they're around like little weird people that's not for them, I could tell if you have what your intentions are. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I know you're more of a beautiful female. You just hanging around the wrong people. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it. First time we meet, casual thing, I got to grab that little, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Nothing much, nothing crazy. I get to grab that, yeah, we was kissing and shit. But her friends kept fucking being right there. I'm like, God damn, boom, I'm about to hit her with that Jeff Hardy shit, hit her with a little drop kick, frog splash, all types of shit. For her little friend don't get the fuck out the way, you see what I'm saying? She wasn't fucking leaving her side. So boom, that was the first time we just casual link up. I was like, damn, fuck that shit was whack. But second time, I'm like, I was like, yo, like let's get to kicking it, but just me and you. Mind you, we met at this little outlet mall down the street from this little trailer park that I stayed in. You see what I'm saying? I grew up my little hood, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Right down the street. I want to say, walking it was a cool 15 minutes. 15 minutes walking, probably a little more. You see what I'm saying? But in the car, it was probably like 2 minutes. It wasn't even far at all. You see what I'm saying? But boom, that day, the first time I had a ride, mind you, the second day the second time we met, we ain't had no motherfucking ride. So boom, that whole week, I'm just getting to thinking like, damn, like, I can't get it out of my head. Like I'm really like, you see what I'm saying? We get to chopping it up, and she's like, yeah, let's link. It's just gonna be a one-on-one, and we gonna get to, yeah, you see what I'm saying? We gonna get to, yeah, doing what we, you know what I mean? So I was like, the whole week, after we had chopped it up, and we had set that shit up, that whole week I couldn't be still. I was just thinking about like, damn boy, I'm finna like, yeah. In my head, you know how when you young you think about that. I'm finna beat that shit up. You see what I'm saying? Bro ain't know what he was doing. I ain't know what I was fucking thinking. Shit like that. I'm trying to figure out how to do shit right, how to like put shit in right, move shit right, how to, you know what I mean, enjoy that shit and make please right. You see what I'm saying? How to please it right. So boom, Friday come around. Tell me why on this fucked up on that day, it just get to fucking drizzling and shit. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. You see what I'm saying? But mind you, I ain't have no right. I was like, fuck it. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Ain't nothing gonna fucking stop me from getting this shit. When you young and you like, it's gonna be your first time. You doing whatever to get that shit. You see what I'm saying? So boom, that Friday come around, the whole day I had school. I couldn't be still. I couldn't think right. Like I said, it was drizzling throughout that day. I was like, fuck. So boom, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna risk it. My little ass hadn't ate shit all day. I hadn't ate shit. My little stupid ass thought it was smart to eat some motherfucking Takis and a Monster. You see what I'm saying? I was like, fuck no. Don't ever do that shit. If you're going to link with a little female, don't do that shit. I'm trying to tell you that shit is not okay. So tell me why this is a long ass road in the trailer park. I get to eating that shit on the way to the little outlet where we gonna link at the little outlet mall. I get to eating that shit. You see what I'm saying? I get to eating my chips, drinking my shit. Fuck no. I want to say not even 5 minutes into eating that shit, my stomach get to getting to doing some motherfucking, what's that little robot name? RGB2. It gets to making some motherfucking noises like that motherfucker making. I'm like, yup, I'm fucked. Like, hell no. My stomach hurting like a bitch. It's twisting. It's making crazy noises. I'm like, damn, fuck no. I gotta take a shit. Like, I got to shit real bad. I'm like, fuck. Hell nah. It was all I was thinking is like, fuck. If I'm gonna be in that motherfucking hit, I'm about to shit on the bit. You see what I'm saying? Like, fuck no. I get to walking. I just try to ignore it. I try to play it off. Hell no. It's one of them shits where you even like you sweating and shit. You even gotta stop, because if you make a sudden fucking movement, if you breathe the wrong way, you gonna shit yourself. You see what I'm saying? I was like, fuck. I was tripping. You see what I'm saying? So, fuck. I'm still tripping. I'm just standing there in the middle of the road, like in the middle of the sidewalk, like just trying to hold my shit in. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it. I just hold it in. I get to walking. She tells me, she like, I just got here. What's it called? I'm at the little Barnes and Nobles, because we the first time we met at the little Barnes and Nobles inside of the little outlet mall. I'm like, cool, boom. I'm getting her. I get to walk in there. Fuck no, my stomach was so fucked up. Fuck. So I get to the Barnes and Nobles. As soon as I get in that bitch, I go to the bathroom. Not even to take a shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I ain't taking shit. I was just looking. Plus, regardless, I don't be taking shits in public places. I feel like someone gonna come and do some little weirdo shit and look over the style shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't trust that shit. But I get to look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, nigga, we got this. We gonna get to doing this. Ain't like, you know what I mean? Nothing. Just trying to calm myself down. You see what I'm saying? Like, just go in there. Don't fuck shit up. I'm like, alright, bet. So boom, we get to walking around. I see her. She had the biggest smile on her face. She was red and shit. We get to walking around the little motherfucking outlet mall, like, for a cool 15 minutes. Then we go to the back where this little aisle is. You see what I'm saying? This little hallway. Ain't nobody really go back there. You see what I'm saying? And plus, it was a drizzle, like, it was a rainy, kind of cloudy day. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, ain't nobody gonna really be there. You see what I'm saying? So we go to back there. We get to kissing and touching. Boom. There's these little elevators in that little hallway. We go right there. And she had these little Nike Pros on, and my hoodie that I had given her the first time we met. You see what I'm saying? Yo, we get to touching and kissing, you see what I'm saying? Boom, I come down, I pull her little pros down, you see what I'm saying? And she's like, hold on, but she hit me with the motherfucking, but what if somebody, like, hold on, but what if somebody, like, walks past? I'm like, man, chill the fuck out. Ain't nobody gonna come past. In my head, knowing damn well, like, yeah, like, somebody might come through this bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, she right. But in that moment, you know you're not giving a fuck. I'm like, man, ain't nobody, like, relax, I got you. If somebody come through this bitch, because I'm getting down there too. Going down and eating that shit. You see what I'm saying? Doing what I do. You see what I'm saying? But I'm like, look, if somebody come through this bitch, I'm gonna act like I'm tying your shoe. What do, man, she ain't had no motherfucking shoes on. She had slides. What the fuck am I talking about? So she was like, man, she just went with it because I already had her going. She was already, you know what I mean? When your little heart start racing, you getting, you know what I mean? You little on and shit. So boom, I get to eating that shit. Tell me why the fuck. Damn, man. 12 coming through this bitch. Fuck. Ain't nobody ever let me record shit, but man, fuck them. So boom, I get to eating that shit up. You see what I'm saying? Boom, exactly what we said. Someone walked past through the back. You see what I'm saying? I was like, fuck. As soon as I seen that shit, boom, pull this shit up. You see what I'm saying? Quicker than I did that quicker than anything I've ever done in my life. You see what I'm saying? Pull that shit up, bruh. She told me, do you think they saw it? Before that, she ain't see shit. She had her eyes closed. The only reason she reacted was when I pulled her pants up and she heard the voice talking, because she was in the bed like fucking a whole exorcist in that bitch. I had her going for real. You see what I'm saying? So boom, she's like, do you think they heard us? I'm like, or do you think they saw what we were doing? Man, I was like, hell no. Knowing damn well, hell yeah. They knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. They seen it for sure. I was just, that shit was crazy. So boom, I told her, nah, hell no, they didn't see shit. So as soon as I told her that, I'm like, fuck that. I pull this shit up, and I'm like, yo, let's get going. Like, fuck that, just in case. Like, I'm trying to get it in, and we can go do our own thing. You see what I'm saying? Tell me why they little goof ass want to go snitch, because as soon as we come out that hallway, fucking the security, his little fat ass come out the corner with his little golf cart, that shit leaning over and shit, coming out the cut, just checking through exactly that area we was in. I'm like, yup, them motherfuckers want to snitch. So, mind you, this is a little AMC on the side. You see what I'm saying? My little ratchet ghetto ass is like, man, fuck it, we gonna get it in the back of that shit. So boom, I get to walking with her. I'm like, come on, let's go. She ain't even second thinking. She was already going. She was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go, come on. So I'm like, all right. On the way there, I see my homeboy pulling. I swear to God, I see my homeboy pulling, and he with his little female. I'm like, bro, what you got going on? I dab him up. I'm like, yo, what the business is? What you got going on? He's like, shit, I'm here to do what you gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We already kind of knew. You see what I'm saying? So we stayed in the same neighborhood, and like I said, it was drizzling a little bit. So I was like, yo, you think you can give me a little ride back to the crib right after? He was like, yeah, I got you for sure. Cause he had his whip. I ain't had no fucking whip. You see what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I got you. I was like, all right, bet. So boom, I was like, all right, bro. Like, I just dab him up again. I'm like, go do your thing. I'm gonna do my shit. I'm gonna hit you up right after. Boom. I get to exactly where we was at in the back of the AMC. Tell me why it's like this. You can see the cars coming in and out, but it was way clearer than this shit. So anybody that like really paid attention or that really stopped, or in general, they were gonna see what the fuck we was doing in that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? They were gonna see I was in that motherfucker, little 14-year-old just going in on that shit. You see what I'm saying? But boom, we ain't giving no fucks. So we go to the back of that shit. We go to the back of the AMC. Tell me why this motherfucker got the audacity. And this was an expensive ass hoodie. It was a gift. The one I had on, I had a whole different hoodie on, and it was a gift. And it was expensive. So anything expensive I ever got, I grew up never having anything expensive, so, or anything luxury. You see what I'm saying? So anything I did have, I try to like make it last as long as I possibly could. So she told me, so she had the motherfucking audacity to be like, you think you can lay your hoodie down? Man, hell no. In my head, I was like, fuck no. What the fuck I look like? Hell no. But in that moment, you know, I wanted something, so I was like, fuck it. Hell yeah. Boom. Put that shit down. She get to laying there, and she told me, so, oh, thank you, man. Shut your ass up, bitch. She's like, what the fuck? You lucky I'm doing this shit. But she get to laying down. Boom. We get to going. Bro, tell me why my shit felt like it was ripping. For those that is uncircumcised, you see what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That motherfucker feel like it's like fucking rip your shit off, you see what I'm saying? It felt like, ooh, hell nah. It felt like this fucking tug of war with my shit, you see what I'm saying? I was like, god damn, we losing this one, like, fuck no, you see what I'm saying? oh, she get to bleeding on my shit, and I only had like not even half of that shit, and she was already bleeding on my shit. I was like, fuck, like this shit. I'd rather just be at home choking this motherfucker instead of, you know what I mean? Hell no. So I try to play it off. I was like, God, in my head, I'm like, fuck, like this shit feels like fucked up. Like I ain't finna fuck ever again. Fuck that. Hell no. It's cause I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was so I was so lost. I had no fucking experience in that moment. You see what I'm saying? I was doing everything wrong. So we get to doing that shit. A whole hour 30 go by. That shit was not feeling good for me. She was in that motherfucker just getting louder and louder. I'm like, damn, covering her mouth. I'm like, yo, relax. She like, I don't give a fuck. This and that. I'm like, alright. She get to moaning all crazy as shit. And then, boom. I couldn't finish. She was like, you okay? Like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just need a little second. Like, give me a little second to like, but I was like, I'm not gonna be able to like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish. She was like, what you mean? What you mean? Hell no. She had like 30 minutes left. You see what I'm saying? We go for another 15 minutes. I still couldn't finish. I'm like, fuck that. So I hop off. You see what I'm saying? And I just get to, you know what I mean? Choking that motherfucker rooster till that motherfucker pass out. So I get to doing that to myself right next to her. I finish. I grab the condom. Boom. Throw that bitch. Motherfucker. Boom. Hanging from the fucking branch of the tree. I swear to God. And we get to walking around. Mind you, the whole time after, I felt like my shit was on fire. Like some hot Cheeto fucking tacky dust on my shit. Felt like if you were to put some on your little tip, you see what I'm saying? Like on your tip, it felt like it was burning, you see what I'm saying? So we get to walking around. Mind you, right after, my homeboy still getting it in. She had the audacity, went into this little American Eagle inside of that little outlet, and she talking about some, like, she seen this hoodie, it was like $80. She's like, damn, it's so cute, I want it. I'm like, what the fuck? No, you don't want it. No, you don't. Put that shit back in my head. Cause fortunately, I ain't had no motherfucking bread like that. I was like, hell nah. Like, if I don't even buy my own shit like that, myself shit like that, what the fuck I'm gonna be buying someone else shit like that for? But she did give me some. So in that moment, I was like, you sure you want it? And she was like, yeah, I do want it. But I got her the fucking hoodie. You see what I'm saying? I got her the hoodie. My heart was hurting. I'm like, fuck, I ain't enjoy this shit, and I fucking lost $80. You see what I'm saying? I was like, fuck. It just fucked up ass time. So boom. That's how that shit went. My fucking shit was burning. You see what I'm saying? All types of shit. She left, right? To even end it off even worse, my homeboy pulled off towards the end. Forgetting me, gang. He fucking forgot me. I was like, what the fuck? I called this motherfucker. I'm like, yo, where the fuck you at? He had left with Shorty, you know? He had left with a little female. Go to Chick-fil-A and shit, and they were already leaving. The only reason this motherfucker came back, she was like, nah, you can't do him like that. Come on. Even her female was like, his female was like, nah, you can't do him like that. So he doubled back. He came to get me. Fuck. I'm trying to tell you, if you gonna be out here doing that shit, you gotta try to get shit in right. And you gotta practice shit. You gotta learn how to do shit. Cause if not, I'm trying to tell you, that shit ain't gonna be no motherfucking fun. It's gonna be some motherfucking pain. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be just uncomfort, like real bad. So that's how that shit went. Like I said, hopefully this shit is still recording, and I hope y'all have a beautiful day. That's my little story time. I know it wasn't the best, but I'm gonna come out. I gotta get used to not being too motherfucking camera shy and shit, but I'm gonna get to getting more comfortable. I got some crazy fucking stories coming out, so y'all be ready for that shit. And don't worry, I'm gonna come in with that motherfucking heat. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all on the motherfucking next one, gang.